All right, we should be live now.
Oh, nope, I
Okay.
have work tomorrow. Ah, sadness.
All right.
Rolled up my old friend.
Who would like to do the recap on what happened?
Somebody died.
Hmm.
We were attacked by a very, very evil dragon. That's very evil.
Mm-hmm.
It was so evil, it became the shadows themselves. Until it got hit by a moonbeam.
Yep. Yeah.
And then because of that, he whooped the shit out of the one who summoned the moonbeam.
Ah.
There you go. The end.
That's kind of pretty much what happened, huh? Short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you guys engaged a black dragon, right? Or a shadowy kind of black dragon. Obviously.
I didn't.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't engage him.
Yeah, she tried to convince the evil dragon to not be evil. It didn't work out.
You know, I'm sure you all are familiar with these dragons by now, depending on the type. The ones that have like, well, let's put it this way. You should know that some of these are pretty evil, right? But Magraya did try to talk to the dragon, right? And the dragon did give out some information. It said it was from Chult. Okay, from the swamps on Chult. And it mentioned that it had a son, because it recognized Magraya from wherever she's from, that maybe she knew the dragon. And this dragon, it had these kind of like purpley glyphs on it. And then it was kind of like bound to shadow. Okay? But regardless, it kept doing its onslaught, right? And tried to attack. It thought it was being sneaky, but obviously Drakthal could see it, right? With Devil's Sight. And it was very prone to light and radiant damage. So obviously it started going after our elf here. You know, our healer. And unfortunately, you guys didn't kill it in time, or heal Destina for that matter, and so she didn't make it. Now, is there a way to get her back? Who knows, right? It requires like resurrection scrolls or some kind of spells. You are in the Dead Vault. You know that the things come back here, but you don't know exactly how that would happen, right? Or if she would come back, or if there's some kind of ritual or whatever. But you do know that while that soulmonger is going on, that those red wizards are chanting in the center there. And when you see these red wizards, they're kind of like lost in the chant, okay? Their eyes are closed and they just keep on going. It's kind of like they're within this endless ritual to keep it standing and going. You don't know if they shift out and bring in other red wizards. You have no idea. Obviously, Valindra, you met Valindra in here before the dragon started attacking. And apparently Edwin comes in. Obviously, Drakthal gets the hint that he doesn't really like Valindra at all. And says that High Regent Saztam is issuing the orders to execute the plan, whatever that plan is. So she ended up leaving, and obviously he was supposed to go bring in whatever kind of reinforcements into this room, but you have no idea if that's going to be the case. You haven't seen anything yet. So maybe he might not be doing it, or they're late. You have no idea. You did salvage some treasures, so you guys already kind of split that up, and Magraya found the other piece to the rod within that treasure. So it's just a matter of possibly finding him, and if you find him, or if he comes back, you don't know. He can probably forge that staff now for you that he mentioned, using his staff of power. Because last time you saw him, he had that staff, and it looked pretty powerful. All right. So this is where you all have left off. I know that you all mentioned, or I know Magrea wanted to go to the north and try to chase after him. The whole goal, though, is that now Magrea is not feeling the effects of the Soulmonger at the moment because of this field that's around it. Now, when that field wasn't up, she was feeling these effects almost as if she was drawn to it, almost like really thirsty, right? Like she wanted to... Who knows? She's just drawn to it, right? Really just wanted to go to it. Now, there's still the shadow above you in the room, and all you see is just shadows. And what Drakthal sees is just kind of like the tendrils of the shadows. But Magrea sees something different. She sees some kind of entity up there, possibly a deity of some kind, that she might be attached to in some kind of way. Why it's there, she doesn't know. But it's there, right? And it might have something to do with what's going on in the room. Now, you don't have a means of getting through this force field unless you can find a way to disable it. The only thing you really can do is either press on, try to find a way, find somebody, or, you know, see if you have some spells or whatever that might be able to do it, right? So, that is where y'all left off. What are you going to do now? So, Tuban is carrying Destina's body right now. You still have your elf friend, and your elf friend, he did mention that he was able to come back. So maybe she might be able to too. But he wants that soulmonger destroyed, and he thinks that it's the right and good thing is just to get rid of it as quickly as possible.
Would I be able to use Blight on the dragon's body so it can't come back? It'll be disintegrated.
Okay. You can go ahead and try. You're going to use a
All
spell
right.
slot for that?
Sure, why not?
All right.
We're going to need a short rest anyway, so might as well use my third. All right, Blight!
Okay.
No, we're gonna keep charging forward. I'll just keep running with her on my shoulder into the next fight.
So let's take a look here with Blight. So what happens when you use it? Let's see. All right. So necromantic energy washes in your choice of the range. Okay, draining moisture and vitality from it. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. The target takes the necrotic damage, and then the spell has no effect on undead or constructs. If you target a plant or creature, okay, okay. So it doesn't say that it'll like disintegrate it or anything, but you use Blight on it, right?
All right.
Okay. So you use Blight, and obviously the bone or the flesh and everything, it starts to like decay, right, off of it, so that you see like mostly bones. And so that's what ends up happening, because it says here no effect on undead or constructs, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, you basically make this dragon mostly bones after using Blight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. I will be fine with that at least.
Okay. All right. So there is a door to the north. That's where, you know, you've seen the Red Wizard enter before. There was a door to the south as well. And if you want to, you can roll perception in the room.
All right. Perceiving. 5. So my perception says no.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll roll here in a second.
I got it. Half of my vision is obstructed by the body on my shoulder, so I can't move my neck very well. It's there.
Okay. We'll
I got 12.
Great. Okay. You do see these runes on the floor, right? And there's 6 of them. You think they might be patterns of some kind, used for magical purposes. That's all you really know. All right.
And I like try and smear it with my foot or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so you can. It's basically etched into the ground. Is the way that it's
Can
set
I roll?
up. Mm-hmm.
Can I roll Arcana?
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably low. 18.
18. Okay. These are basically transportation circles. And you think
it's a
that
big ass teleporting circle or something?
and they lead somewhere, yeah. Each one of these. But you you can't figure out, you don't know where they bring you though. That's the problem.
But we know they're
Uh-huh.
one way. We know they're out only.
They're out to somewhere.
Okay, but they're not two-way?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's 6 of them, right? Okay.
Am I seeing this right? The top 3 are one design and the bottom 3 are a different design? Or is it just upside down?
No, it's just upside down the way it looks. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not exactly sure where they bring you, but you know that they are some kind, and you would need the spell to use it, right? Useful to know.
Is there anything else distinguishing about the circles in terms of like color, or is there any other markings around them, like on the column or anything that I can see?
Okay, you can roll investigation if you want.
Yes, happily. I drop the body for now. This is more important.
Mm-hmm.
$17.
Okay. So obviously the centers, they look the same, right? But on the outside, they're etched. There's words etched on them that go all the way around. And they, you know that they're different with each one.
Is it in common or in something? Is also runes in some kind of runic language that I...
Okay. Well, what languages do you know?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Gnomish.
Nope. What about Drakthal? I already know yours. Nope.
Yep.
Magrea? What are your languages?
My languages. Hold on. Let me make sure. 'Cause I know I had. Common.
Darn it.
And
I think
Elvish.
Destina had Draconic or some shit randomly.
Trying to remember where that is saved in here.
I have
Could be
Draconic
anywhere.
randomly. Dun, dun, dun.
Definitely not Draconic.
Abyssal. I don't know. Sorry.
What the fudge?
It's in
Sorry.
the same box as proficiencies and trainings.
Okay.
You're using
I am
the D&D
not on the
Beyond
page.
sheet.
Yeah, because I'm spelling proficiencies. Yeah, this would be so much easier with just a sheet.
I mean, if
honestly.
we really need languages, I have comprehend languages as a spell.
Mm.
Where the
You're out of
fudge?
slots, though, so...
Yeah, we would have to, we would just have to rest.
I don't see it on your
Alrighty.
sheet. I think you might have forgotten those.
I thought it was on here. I just already forgot. I have like half a brain cell, I think. So that's what we're working with.
Nice.
Proficiencies.
Requires half the substance.
Languages:
to be
Common,
inebriated.
Elvish, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Okay, so definitely not those. All right. Do you even have another spell though, Drekthal?
Currently, no. I would have to short rest though.
Okay.
I have a question.
And with everyone hurt, we probably should short rest anyways.
You said I found the other part of my staff. Like, how is it broken?
Okay, so it's kind of like snapped in the middle.
In the middle? Like, how big?
Yeah, so the staff, obviously, it's
the-
about as tall as you, right? If you...
Yeah, but the break.
Yeah, so right, literally right in the center of it. You can see kind of like where the snap is, where the tear is.
But is it like...
The chip of the wood.
Is it like diagonal and it's like...
Yeah.
3 inches, or is it like how broken is it?
We'll say it like that. It's like broken right through the center. Like snapped
But,
in
like...
half as if somebody snapped it over their knee.
Okay, so less than a foot?
Yeah.
Okay, well I have I have this spell called Mend.
Okay.
Mending.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it can repair a single break or tear in an object I can touch. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, I can mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. It can physically repair a magical item or construct, but this spell can't restore the magic.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and use it then.
And it's an at will, so...
Okay.
Do I need to roll for it? It just says utility. It doesn't have
No, you don't have
anything.
to. Yeah, so you fix it, right? So how do you fix it? What does it look like?
I guess there's like a little flash of light, and then it goes like I hold the 2 pieces together, and then there's like a little flash of light where the break is, and it just is all one piece again.
Okay. So you put it together, right? Obviously, it doesn't have any magical properties, but it looks pretty cool. And let me see.
It is a forked staff, right?
Let me see. Yeah, so I'm going to send you a picture of what it looks like. Okay, and this staff, it feels pretty light. So even though it doesn't have any magical properties to it, if you did want to use it as just a melee weapon of some kind, you can get a +2 to your hit with it. Not +2 to the damage, but just the hit because of how light it is. And how sturdy it is. Alright. For now. But you do think that this staff used to be magically imbued with some kind of powers. Alright. Yeah, just in case, bring this up so people can see it too, what it looks like. This is what that staff looks like. Alright. Okay. Alright, what are you guys gonna do now?
Do you guys want a short rest?
Well, we gotta do. Can we do something about the portal or the ritual? Does our elf friend have any spells or any ideas about this barrier?
Okay. Are you asking him that?
Yeah. Wasn't Vanlindra the one who casted it in the first place?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And she said it would only last for a certain amount of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think she mentioned that because she was like cocky that we wouldn't make it past the dragon.
Yep. But the question is, if you decide to rest, do you think anybody's going to be coming in here or not, right? You gotta ask yourselves that. All right, so your elf friend, he has no clue, right? He just knows that he was here to investigate and report this information. Right.
Useless.
Yep.
Mhm. As always.
All right. Well, he's not too useless. He told you about that there might be a possibility with Destina. All right. He's like, we need to destroy this thing. We need to find a way. If we do not have the means here, we must press on and find a means and come back.
Hmm. That's We also have a corpse with us, so how long it would take for that to, decay might not be good for our time too.
I do not know. All I know is I woke on that table after I was stabbed. And then you obviously saw me in the state that I was. That was the whole, kind of like you saw a spirit projecting from the body a little bit.
Yeah.
As if the
Do we
Red
know?
Wizard was trying to, either drag it in or out, right? That you saw last time.
Yeah.
So do we know if he was all the way dead though? Like before that?
Are you asking him?
Because if maybe, yeah,
Okay.
sure. Because that
I
might have enough.
Yeah, so he responds to that. He's like, I truly believe I died in that moment. Everything was just black and white. And
Which moment? Sorry.
the moment in my death, I could see it. As if I was fading away. And then magically I awoken on that table. I do feel like there was an instance where I was not where I was supposed to be in my body. Possibly captured here and brought to. I don't know what the Red Wizards were after. Okay. So that's what he tells you.
I don't think that answered my question though.
Answer the
Like,
question
but
again?
yeah, the question was like, at what point during that process, like, was he dead? Was he dead as they were removing the soul from his body? Because in theory, like, if he was already dead, then his soul wouldn't be in his body, right?
Hmm.
And like, if Destina's already dead, then her circumstance might be different than his, and that what he's suggesting may work, might not work.
I believe they were trying to tear me from my soul in that moment. Body from soul. They're trying to tear me and turn me into one of them whites. I think with the Red Wizards here, they probably do the opposite. Obviously, we were here engaging with them. My party went in to try to save one of our friends, and then we were stopped. Half of us killed, the others taken. I was one in death. So that's what he tells you. So he did mention that, right? That he has friends somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How did you know about the ritual in Magrea's book? I guess I'm asking the elf. Like, how did you know that the book would have a ritual to resurrect you? And can you show me
Yeah.
the ritual?
I saw them performing it when we entered. And I knew right then and there because I am a cleric.
Wait, he's a cleric?
Do you have any spell slots and diamonds to cast revive or whatever?
And he's looking at you and he's like, I am very weak, friend. I am very, very weak.
She's very dead. If you can do it, I need your help.
as much as I've tried, I don't think I can. That's the thing. And so here's the problem with him, right? He's a low level and he's 4 levels drained.
Oh,
Remember?
so he's like a level 1 or something. Just blow him over with the.
Ew. Well, that's nice to know he's a cleric, I guess, even if he's a useless cleric.
Maybe with some rest, I could probably cast some healing.
You
But-
want some soup too while you're at it?
Some
Maybe
soup.
massage?
Do you know how to make soup?
All right.
So do we have time to wait an hour? Is that reasonable, or should we try and find a spot? See, these are the times when Destina would really be helpful because she can hide us while we're trying to rest.
And
Sorry, Destina.
he's
She always had opinions.
yeah, he's looking around and he's like, it is very dangerous to rest here, friends, especially with this happening in the room.
Kind of imagine the hum of the barrier. This is not part of character, but I do imagine the hum of the barrier is actually kind of relaxing for some people.
Probably.
Sounds like the warp engine core.
Yep.
Something like that.
All right. So what y'all gonna do then? Are you gonna take your
North?
chances?
Magrea, you just go after Edwin.
Go after Edwin. Where did he go?
Or he went north, right, to go get peoples. Or he apparently, but he's sort of on our side. We'll whisper
To
that
go
part,
get
sorry.
more red wizards? What?
Well, he went to get more red wizard. They would have been here already, right? Or I don't know. Then we should go another direction. Anywhere but here for now. What other
Why
exits
did
are there in the room?
Why did he choose that direction? Did he say?
He just told Melindra he would go get. He told her to go, and then he would take care of getting reinforcements, and then he took back.
Oh, that guy. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I know Magrea
Came
wanted
out.
to go that way really bad in the beginning,
Yeah, I forgot.
ignoring the dragon.
That would have been good.
All right.
Northwards then.
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
Do I need to attune to the
Alright.
gauntlets? Oh, wait, I still have 21 strength. Oh, sweet. I still have my potion on.
Okay. So y'all heading that way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who was going first?
I will go first.
All right. Sir Drakthals
So
is going
brave.
first. All right.
Is that me carrying Destino's body? No.
Yep. All right. So
I build a little sled and just drag her along. Is that rude?
you open the door, and you see another one of these teleporter thingies.
Son of a.
And you do have one more of those gliffies.
Hmm. How many?
Should
do
we
have
throw a
up?
mango in it?
Sure.
We can honor Destina that way.
I will
Mango.
peel a mango and throw it in the teleporter.
Okay.
Yeah,
You s- you
that'll
s-
work, sure.
You see it go zoop, and you don't know where it went.
You just keep throwing them in there and confuse the people on the other side.
Okay.
No. I guess, do we want to keep going north then? We have one last stone.
Hmm.
Well, we don't know where we end up if we.
Yeah. We can't see the other side either. Did he just go through the teleporter then? Did he?
You have no idea, right?
He's like hiding on the other side of the door. just snickering to himself.
Maybe. Who knows?
Two man checks behind the doors just in case.
All right. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing by the doors. Drachthal's already up there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Should we check another set of doors?
Yeah, we should do it quickly. Split up real quick and check whatever other exits there are in this room.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. And if you do that, there's another one down to the south. And then there's the one that's back over here again. Okay.
But is that teleporter on the one to the right? That one's deactivated.
Yeah, that one's already.
Yeah, that's the
deactivated.
one you
Okay.
all came through.
Just making sure.
Are you gonna open this door down here?
Might as well.
Was there another?
Probably be another teleporter
Okay.
thing there.
Possibly.
Now,
Did we check the throne area where?
Yeah,
the
I was
dais
just
area?
looking at that.
Is there any? I know we went through the dragon's pile in the top corner, but did we check
Yeah.
the dais areas?
yeah, when you looked over there and you collected like the items and the gold and stuff, there wasn't anything by that throne that you noticed.
Got it.
Pot of greed.
But it's not like it's not hiding a switch or anything.
I was also thinking that.
Nope.
Check for little loose rocks, just
Mhm.
pressing on. The two of us are just pressing on random parts of the throne, trying to trigger
It's a
something.
very convenient self-destruct button that'll destroy the portal in the center of the room.
A little spring thing that'll shoot us up to the surface altogether, safe. Was that a no?
Nope, there's nothing there.
Oh, great.
Okay.
What's the point of a big throne if there's nothing secret about it?
Now,
I
when
know.
when you do approach to the south, there, all of a sudden, when you go close to that
Oh,
door,
very sudden.
it gets very hot. Like there's a raging heat coming through that door.
Ew.
Oh, thank God. What?
Let's not go that way.
Are you sure? You never know. There could be lava behind this door.
Well, there was the shadow room and the other room that had gargoyles, and this room's probably gonna have like flame gargoyles jumping out at us. I don't.
But if there's
Oh.
lava, maybe we can make the lava destroy them. I don't know.
That sounds fun. Yeah, if we can pull that off, yeah.
Okay. So
Ready to
what
open
do you
that door
what do you
then?
what are you guys doing then? The south door?
Sure.
Okay. So-
Fractal has a wicked idea. and
So
I hope it works.
yeah, same thing, right? There is another teleporter, but there's like raging heat that's coming through that teleporter.
Like the
Well, this is-
teleporter itself is radiating heat,
Yeah.
or
No,
Where's
it's,
it coming from
it's like
behind?
coming almost through it, like a blast of
Okay.
heat.
Got it.
Almost like it wants to burn your skin a little bit for some reason.
It's a magma worm.
Hmm.
Guess I vote north then, unless you guys. Wait,
Ref, can I send you a DM?
Sure.
what language was the book in? Was that in common or?
The book?
Yeah,
The book
the
is
ritual book.
the one Magrea has.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it speaks in common randomly, as if someone's writing to her. But you can also use the book to store a spell, and then, which currently has, I forget which one it was, Bestow Curse in it.
Hmm.
And you can use it as a bonus action. That's the cool thing about it.
Was
Yeah.
there another book that the elf used to resurrect himself? Was there another ritual book or something, or lore book that we picked up? Because he used a ritual or something to resurrect himself, right?
Say it one more time.
The elf, the Harper dude, he
Yep.
he borrowed a book from us, right? To read off a ritual to resurrect himself. Was that the same
Yes.
book, or is there another?
Yeah, it was the same book, which restored him. But he has to do it, right? So if for some reason Destina comes back, she would have to do it too. And then if she does it, she's probably going to end up suffering the same as him, right? With the
Yeah.
level exhaustion. But the thing
I
is,
was kind of wondering if maybe there was a ritual in that, like the ritual to bring out the spirit was in the same book. That was my kind of curiosity.
Mhm.
Can I read the book for a moment, Magria? While you're
Okay.
something
Okay,
else?
fine.
So are you asking this
Uh,
question
Yep.
Yes,
like
please.
out loud?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
Um, do I need to?
You don't have to.
Okay.
All right.
I would rather not, I guess. But if you need to reveal it for everybody else, then I guess. Okay, dang it. Okay. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yep. And you can ask 3 more questions if you want, because you've asked 2.
3 more.
Yep.
Oh, there was a limit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have any at the moment.
Okay. It's very similar to Contact Other Plane.
Hmm.
Okay, kind of like that. All right. So, what you guys gonna do? Are you not gonna let your party know about this? You're gonna keep it to yourself?
I don't know. I guess I can tell them about it.
You can be very vague about it too. I can ask questions to this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should just let you guys know.
Magria just
That,
talking to herself in the corner, and we're all just staring at
No,
her.
I'm talking to you guys now.
If you want to go talk to a wall, it's cool.
We won't judge
But yeah.
you. Meanwhile, I'm judging you.
It's fine. Just hang out for a bit.
I should probably let you guys know that for some reason in this room I can talk to
Animals?
my deity, but they can only answer yes or no questions, and I only have a couple more questions left. So,
Does that include?
anybody?
Should we go north? Is the deity going to be? Has that deity looked out for you in the past, or is it usually messing with you like mine does?
It's hard to say. It's kind of neutral, so
So that sounds like a no. Wonderful.
I don't know that she's like necessarily messing with me.
She just lets awful, horrible things happen to you for her own enjoyment.
That
Or
sounds
because that's
familiar.
what's supposed to happen.
Oh,
Maybe.
theological discussion on the nature of gods.
Well, I can ask
D&D.
her.
Ask her if she's nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, that's don't waste this opportunity. If you have anything you want
Okay.
to ask her, take your time. You know, we're trapped by teleporters, and so you know we're okay. Ish. Wait, Do you have to talk out loud, or can you like imagine the question in your head and the deity? Like, are you hearing a voice,
Well,
or is it like
she's kind of close-ish, kind of. Like I can feel her presence here, so I don't feel like I have to say anything out loud.
Well, how would you ask that question, right? That's the thing. Oh, I see how you said it.
How would Tuban
Okay.
ask the question?
I mean,
Okay.
technically that's a yes or no, right?
Okay.
But I'm asking Magrea, not Magrea's god. I'm just like,
Sorry.
I'm curious on you know, Tuban's not the godliest of guys. He's just curious what it feels like. That's all.
Yeah. I don't think Magrea is necessarily like she's not very religious either, but
Got a shock then.
okay. So maybe we should go to the north. It's less hot up that way, anyways.
Okay.
And we're just gonna have to wing it, I guess, with the portals and just hope everything's okay. But
We can always go back and try and find our beholder friend. And
yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I think they're still running around somewhere.
Do you wanna? Who wants to pair up with our shitty cleric?
Is the cleric so weak that he can't carry Destina's body? Like, I ask him. I guess I'll ask him directly. Like, can you, if I lay down a blanket or something, can you bring Destina with us? I don't want you involved in the fights, anyways. You know.
Say it one more time.
Tuban would like to ask if he feels strong enough to kind of carry or drag Destina along with us. I can give him like a blanket or something to put the body on.
Yeah, so you can you could carry her if you wanted to, but it's up to you. If you want to leave her there, then you can leave her there too with the blanket. Okay.
Can't carry her. Okay. Just put her on a blanket, lean her against the wall or something, and apologize. Something.
Okay.
Let's head north.
All right, like over here. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you got a response. That's not just a yes or no answer.
Okay. Sorry. What shadow? Sorry.
Above you.
Okay. Laramie. Do I have one of those?
Okay. I don't know. Do you?
Hold on. I hope so. I mean, probably, if she thinks so.
And you're hearing this kind of like telepathically, by the way.
Oh, shoot. Is that a thing I gave to... That might have been the thing I gave to Dracul, maybe.
You can ask him.
Hey, Dracul, did I give you a amulet at some point? Oh, wait. No, I think I found it. Is it also called something else, RuFF?
Nope. That's what it's called.
Okay. Well, I do have an amulet. But... Are you sure?
Fork. No.
You can always ask him. What does it look like? Nope, that's not it.
Okay, dang it. Okay, what the heck? I'm pretty sure Justina doesn't have it. I should have been like, yeah, sure, I totally have that.
The elf guy is asking, "Are you okay, friend?"
I'm looking for an amulet of the Black Skull.
Okay. Does anybody know what that is? Too bad.
Nice.
Roll for insight.
Six.
6. Okay, you don't remember.
Dang it.
Bummer.
Can you try remembering again in 5 minutes?
We'll
Good
see
try.
what happens. All right, what are you doing now?
I'm digging all through my stuff.
You don't have it.
I don't have it.
You don't have it.
Okay. Can I ask Mr. Unhelpful Cleric if he has it? Again?
He's like, I do not have such an item. A black skull? It sounds very cursed. I would not wear such a thing.
Dracthal, do you have it?
Have what?
Do you have an amulet of the Black Skull?
You don't
I-
have it.
I don't have. Okay. Okay, thank you. I
Is
had
it in this
nothing.
room? Do we know if it's in this room?
You can waste your questions if you want.
No. I don't want to waste my questions.
You've got
You
one
just-
more question for later.
He's throwing you off. It's not a
Just
waste.
one more question?
Believe.
Oh no.
Yep. Oh, actually, no. 2 more. Because you got that as instructions, right? 2 more. All right.
Also, does Dustina have it in her shit?
No.
I'm sorry, Dustina.
No.
Start rifling through her dead body. Where is it? Where
Yeah.
is it? It's like tearing things off.
All right. So, just like to the south, you feel a heat, but it's not as hot. Okay, coming from the west side. And then to the north, you don't really feel anything. All right, who's going first? Which way?
I guess I'll go first.
Oh,
We'll
you
go-
deactivated. You deactivated the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't realize it was deactivated.
Let's go left.
Okay. All right. So that's where you hear it or feel it from the door, right? So coming from that door. So, anybody want to open the door? Or are you gonna check to the north?
Are those X's pillars?
They're like contact stones,
Okay.
and it's for each door for some reason. Maybe you can use it to contact somebody around the corner or in the door. Who knows?
We don't have a lot of friends down here. I don't think there's anyone that we could contact.
Okay. All right. You go in north, or you open in the door. Drakthal, what are you doing?
I'm opening the door.
All right.
Okay.
You open the door, and there's this this heat coming from the corner up here. All right.
Oh no.
And you're looking in. Now it's hot, right? You think if you got closer, it might be even hotter if you tried to go in. But you see this fire elemental. But this fire elemental, it looks like it might be able to escape, but it's actually shackled down. So obviously it's not able to escape. It's actually got shackles on it. And it's kind of like ignoring you, Drakthal, when it sees when you walk in, and it just keeps saying to itself home over and over.
Aw.
All right, I'm just gonna walk back through the door, close it behind me, and say, "Let's go the other way."
Okay.
There.
All right. Yeah, and the elemental, it doesn't seem like it's aggressive. It just keeps saying home over and over again. And over here is just a wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
It's like a dead end here. And you don't have any more glyph keys either. Alright. But you do see some kind of like passage or almost like a crawl space close to where that elemental is, to the south side when you look.
All right, Tuban, I think it's your turn.
Are we gonna? Does Dracula's tell me that the elemental is shackled and
Yes.
trapped? Well,
Tuban, the elemental's shackled, and there's a crawl space over there I think you could fit into.
alright. Two-man goes
I'll
in,
hold
edges,
on to her. I just take her.
You go in?
edge along the south side of the room.
Okay.
Try and remain as inconspicuous as possible.
Alrighty then. So, you go. And you can hear it. It's really sad the way it sounds. It's like home over and over again.
Poor buddy.
Yeah. All right. And let's see here. All right. And you see this kind of like crawl space here? And you can go through it pretty easily because you're smaller. The others, they would have to like duck down, but they'd have to get down on like hands and knees. You could literally just duck down though. Like kind of like underneath, as if you were in caves or at home underground, that kind of thing, like
Short
a dwarf.
joke.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're hearing noises as you approach that area, and it almost looks like a ventilation shaft, basically. And it's bringing in like the heat into the other room and keeping it warm in that other room, apparently. And it sounds very lively. Are you going to take a peek in there?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so you're crawling over, and if you want, you can roll for stealth then.
Because of disadvantage.
Okay. So, yeah, you take a look, right? And when you take a look, you see a room. It's very lavish. You see like these pillows. You see a knight that's just standing there next to some other guy. Almost that looks like a noble.
Zarek?
That's not Zarek there. You
But
see
that looks...
some kind of Cambion, okay, to the south side of that room. And that's all you really can see from here. You also see an imp.
Is that a familiar looking imp?
It is a familiar looking imp.
I flick it off. Hopefully it notices my energy.
Should okay. I'll roll perception for that because you rolled a 10, right? Let's see if it beats a 10. Oh, I rolled a. It noticed you. Okay, I rolled a crit.
The imp or the Cambion?
The imp did.
Okay.
And the imp, it looks at you and it flicks you off too, by the way.
No, I'm angry. Okay, why is this imp so not sneaky?
and the other people don't even like really notice. It's like, what is it? What is this stupid thing doing?
The man like pantomimes like, what are you doing?
But then you
like,
see
both
this imp
hands shrugged.
fly over to the side here. Okay. Yeah. All right. And when that happens, okay. All right. You see other people here. There's a lot of people in this room, by the way. All right. And you see someone familiar walk up against this wall and just lean against the wall. Okay. And he turns around. And he's just leaning up against it. And this stupid imp, it flies through here. And it flies kind of like closer to this fire elemental, but not close enough to get touched by it. Okay, it likes the heat for some reason. I wonder why. Right?
Wow. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
It's almost as if it's from Avernus.
Okay. And the eyes, you see the eyes of this imp, they kind of start glowing. And you hear it come out exactly like Zarek, and he's like, I see you decided to follow, too bad.
What's wrong with you? Why are you so bad at sneaking always?
No, it's in the other room, so they can't really hear you, right?
I can't be sure.
Okay, so
Also, Zarek, if I remember, he has to talk in his body on that side. So, okay.
yeah, you don't know exactly what he's doing, but he's like leaned up against the wall or whatever, right? Maybe he's kind of hiding it a little bit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's roll stealth on him. Okay.
Oh god, here we go.
He actually does pretty well with the stealth. Okay. All right. And so the imp then refers to you again, and he's like, I thought you guys would not follow me through here, but you did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Not much other places to go anyways. Not many other places to go anyways. So.
Well, I was told that you all would be treated hospitably, like I am.
Well,
Yep.
well
What do you
that's
mean,
what-
no?
See,
Well, Destina's dead, right? So.
Destina's
yeah,
dead.
I mean, yeah.
There's that.
And when you say that, okay, it's just complete silence for a moment. Okay, and then he says, "What happened?"
We were attacked by an
Uh,
evil dragon.
Yeah.
A
What's her
dragon.
name?
A black dragon.
Okay.
And a lady.
He's like, I haven't seen a dragon here.
That's. Have you left that room or the area you're in at all the last day?
No, these are the region quarters, or the lavish quarters, as they call it. This is where they have the arenas. Apparently, they bring diplomats in here. Okay.
So you were getting the Kush treatment, and we were fighting trolls and beholders and aboleths and lightning lizards that.
Are you
zap
saying that?
us. Yeah. And we had to fight an army, and then we had to trick an army into following us, and then the army immediately got destroyed.
Okay.
And about 50 red wizards at this point. Does that feel about right, Dractyl?
Yeah, just about.
Oh,
Okay.
and gargoyles of multiple types. It's been a tough day. What the hell, man?
And
Okay.
Valindra, right?
Oh, and then Valindra tried to kill us.
And then she
Okay.
ran away.
And then she ran away. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe
And
she
then
ran
you
away.
you hear silence again, right? It doesn't say anything. And it's like Valindra tried to kill you. Question mark.
Yes. Period.
Why would she do that when she got exactly what she wanted?
Obviously. ...
She. Well, whatever she did, maybe she got what she wanted, but she still wanted to kill us. So. I mean, it might have been the 50 red wizards that we slaughtered along the way to get to her. It's possible.
Okay.
But they hit us first. They attacked us first. I promise.
They totally attacked us first. They actually did, unfortunately. ...
All right.
We didn't, right? We let the two sleepers sleep. We didn't sneak attack the sleepers. We let the two creatures and stuff in that room take out the guys when Dractyl and I came through. They attacked us first.
Tyrion's awfully defensive.
Okay. All right. So he then
Just trying to remember facts properly, not trying to lie.
all right. So he's like I wonder how he'd react to this. All right. So he's saying, "Can you all get in here without busting through these vents?"
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
If we made a dramatic entrance, would they attack us? Is that the concern?
I'd have to make up some kind of excuse as to why you're coming through a vent. Okay.
There's
So
all
I'm
kinds of
assuming the people in that room are friends of Valindra then? Or at least...
They're from all over. There's Zentrum here. There's Fist of the Norths. They've got Cult of the Dragon. This is where everybody comes together to meet.
Got it. So the people that I've been fighting since the other side of the island. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay, well, you're safe and you're having a good time. Sorry to bother you.
Is that what you said? Okay.
Well, I mean, if he's among friends and those are his friends, then you know.
Then we see how it is. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You see how it is. Start shooting.
And he turns around, okay? And you can barely see him walking away, right?
Yeah.
And he's walking over here. And
Starts blasting.
yeah, and he comes back over here and he busts it open, okay? And he crawls through. And he brings along somebody else too, and he comes in. All right. And when this happens, yeah, and when this happens, he's like, I made the excuse I'm checking on the heat over here. Because they're aware that there is this elemental, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Heater.
yeah, and you could see Zarek's reaction to it, because he doesn't really care about that elemental, even though it keeps saying that it wants to go home. Obviously, it's kind of sad, right? this other person comes in here, almost looks like a red wizard, and he's like, Don, meet Tuban over here. We go a little bit back. She used to be Zentarum as well. How she ended up here, I have no clue. But you could say that she's pretty sneaky. Okay. All right.
Hello, Dawn.
And then, what about Drakthal and Magrea? What are you doing?
I guess we're meeting back up with Tuban
Okay.
in
So,
the room. Join Tuban in the room. That's what I do anyway. I guess.
You can lean against the door, just listening in if you want.
all
It's
right.
like high school style.
All right. So, he makes up that excuse, and he's like, "Tell me more about what happened then." Okay.
So we walked into a room. There was a big black dragon with your patron. She said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go leave and do something, and the dragon's gonna kill you." The dragon tried to kill us, and the dragon killed Destina. Pretty much, that's what happened.
Where is Destina right now?
Over here, I just start leading him towards her dead body.
Okay. So you're gonna show him?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as you do that, right? And is everybody else following or no?
It's a party. Let's all go.
Okay, so like everybody moves over there. Zarek's looking down, and he's like, "What is this room? I haven't been over here."
So this is the room of weird shit going on. That right there is the ritual of weird shit going on that's causing the darkness of weird shit up there to happen. And we can't break through it.
They
Yeah,
call
we
it a
need it to stop
soulmonger.
probably.
Okay. And he's looking at it, and he's like, "What in the hell?" Okay. So he
Close.
actually finds it surprising because he's seen this thing before. And he's like, "Why is this here?"
What?
Valindra.
Melindra. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's kind of like, you can kind of see him. He's getting mad, looking at it, and he's like, "Is this why?" So this is the reasons why we went to that stupid tomb. Okay. It wasn't just that for my patron. Okay. So, you see he's kind of like, actually, he's usually very emotionless, but he's very remorseful about Destina. And you actually see he's kind of sad about it. And he's very mad, and he's reaching for his pocket. Okay. And then he pulls out these cards, and he's staring.
No.
He's staring at them.
Do it.
He's staring at them like really badly, right?
Do it.
Oh, you want him to do it?
No.
Dude, we
Okay.
might get a pile of gold again. It's gonna be amazing.
That's
he's
Oh,
gonna
wait.
scoop up all the gold and just completely forget and run off.
Can I ask my my friends?
Ask your friends. What do you mean?
my
We're
my
not in
friend
the room
about
anymore. Sorry, Maria.
well, am I still able to
Oh yeah,
communicate with
you
my-
can ask. Yeah. What do you want to ask?
Yeah. Should I ask her? Should I waste one of my questions on asking her if we should let Zarek do his thing with the cards? Ow.
Your last question ever for the rest of Magrea's life? Yes, go ahead.
Well, there's two more, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
second to last.
What do you think, Murloc?
I don't think you should. I'd say save
Okay.
it for when we forget.
We'll save.
Then we need
we'll
it for
s-
something important.
Okay.
I don't know what's important.
And
okay.
We'll find out one day.
when you're looking, right? You do notice, Magrea, that he has a black skull amulet around his neck.
Ooh. What happens if we take it? Oh no.
Okay.
Hey, Zarek.
Correction.
And
It is not.
because he's in this room, right? And
Mhm.
he's looking at this thing. All of a sudden, the amulet, it laughs. Almost like a cackling noise, like a skeleton would do. And he's looking down and he's like, I didn't touch this thing. I didn't activate it. Why is it doing this?
It is.
Okay.
It's needed. The shadows want it. Give it to the shadows.
What do you mean to give it to the shadows? Who are you to tell me what to do?
You just asked why it was doing that.
Okay. All right. So, that's not good enough. I'm not just going to give it to the
Okay.
shadows. And
No.
if you want to ban, you can roll for insight again. Now that you've seen this thing around his neck. Six. Okay.
Why? Why does he wear it?
I mean, I remember what I mean. If it's the same amulet as before, I remember what it was.
Okay. So you do know that a long time ago, okay, he mentioned that he got this amulet from originally Zendala had it, right? And this amulet is used to go in and out of places with ease. It goes past anything, any kind of magics, any kind of barriers.
Then why did he break through the wall?
He isn't just going to use it in that room.
It
Okay,
teleports
fine.
him and stuff. It's pretty powerful, and I think you can't use it.
So
often.
it's like a misty step of some kind, but it can go through things, right? Anything magical. It's a very powerful item, but it has drawbacks if it's used, and you guys have seen that before when you were fighting in Avernus a long time ago. That when he used it, the brand of a Sarawak covered his face, right? The side of his face. And then he couldn't be healed that one time, and he had to find a cleric in Chult, remember? In the city.
Mm. Well, that was not good times.
Okay.
It was expensive.
Okay.
It was only expensive.
Yeah, so he is taking the cards out, and he's saying there might be a way. This and he hates on himself a little bit. He's like, this always happens. They always follow me. Everybody always follows me. And then he says, but if it's not for you guys, I'd already be dead. Now he's like, Tovrak sacrificed himself as an example, right? So and he's kind of dreading it. He's like, should I use this? He's asking himself this. And you guys see it. He's holding these cards up.
He should use the amulet. Why is he so attached to the amulet?
Okay. So what are you trying to say with the amulet?
Like, why doesn't he want to give it to the shadows? The shadows wants it.
Give me a
It
good
would be
reason
beneficial.
why I should give it to this shadows up there and just throw it away.
A good reason.
And you kind of feel it a little bit coming from that amulet. Almost the same feeling when that soulmonger, it doesn't have its field around it. You're almost drawn to it, Magrea. You think it contains actual souls in it. But Zarek doesn't even know that. He just uses it.
Okay, well, the souls inside the amulet need to complete their journey, and the only way to do that is to put it into the shadows. It was supposed to also be hopefully beneficial to us in escaping this whole situation alive. Hopefully, maybe.
Okay. Are you trying to persuade him?
No, I'm just giving him what I know.
Okay. Because if you're
Just
trying to
giving
persuade him, you
information.
can roll for it, right?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to tell him what he asked.
Yep.
And that's my reason.
Yeah, and he refuses.
It's not the,
He's like, this is a powerful item. I will not give it up.
but it is full of souls.
Okay. All right.
It may help Destina. So I guess maybe then it's persuasion. So maybe I have to roll persuasion then.
And the elf is looking at him, and he's like, you're the one that was in that room. I remember. You cut down some of my friends. And he's talking to Zarek, and I'm like, who the hell are you? And he's pulling out his little short sword, and Zarek's looking at him, and he's just like, ha! I'd like to see you
man,
try.
This is gonna be such a short battle. Get the popcorn. Useless cleric versus guy who never seems to stop going away.
Yeah. And he puts his sword up, right? And he is like, how are you even here right now? Why are you even alive? Okay, and they're talking to each other, and so he basically says that's because of that up there, the soulmongering curse. And Zarek, he's looking at it again, and he's like, yeah, and he believes him, right? Because he's familiar with this thing. And he's like, why would Valindra need a Sarek soulmonger? And so that's what he's asking himself, okay? Now,
Should we tell him she's building an army of undead?
are you going to tell him that?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
Do you not realize she's been building an army of the undead?
Why would she even do that?
To conquer? That's kind of what red wizards do, right? They go to war, they conquer, they lose, they move back, and then do it all over again.
I was only told that they were going to try to fulfill Semester's prophecy, which is the only reason I took the pact in the first place.
Well, I don't know exactly what Semester's prophecy is, but I know that they're sending an army of some kind of resurrected red wizards to Neverwinter as we speak.
Yeah, and you see he's almost about to brush it off, right? He's like, well, it's not my problem, right? But then he looks down at Destina, and then he's really looking at them cards again. And you can kind of see he's kind of like distracted by it a little bit. Almost as if there was an influence on him, right? Because he was always kind of like this way, right? And so he's looking at the cards. So, and then he puts them away again. Okay. So if you guys are not going to try to persuade him, he's not going to, right? All right. So what you guys gonna do now?
Oh, I
Free
thought
the
he tried to save the love.
souls.
I thought he tried to save the love of his life. Oh.
Well, you think that it's not necessarily that. He's trying to. He knows Destina was with him from the very beginning, right?
Mm.
And then he's lost Tovrak, he's lost Zenis, like almost everybody he's been around.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, that's something Jack Dog can understand.
all right. So with that, he's like, he's now walking into the room. Okay, are you guys gonna follow?
It's
Yeah,
up to
can
you
we
two,
can we
man.
see if he'll stand
Where
in
are
the
we going?
shadow? Go stand in the shadows there.
So the shadow's above him. He can't just stand in it. He would have to throw it up there or something, right? Into it.
dang it.
If that's what you're trying
You
to
are
get him to
trying
do.
really hard, McGray, aren't you?
I don't know why you're not trying to persuade him or deceive him or something. You have all these roles, you know.
I'll try persuasion one more time, or like, I'll ask him again, but
Okay.
I'll try to be persuasive this time.
Okay.
Watch it be terrible.
It's always terrible.
Usually,
If you
Only
want,
got
I could try to
15.
persuade him.
you can if I fail. I got 15.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, so
well, it looks like I have to clean up your mess again then.
Yeah.
he still
fine.
he still doesn't want to part with it. Because he knows how powerful of an item it is. Right? Now, there is someone else that is with you. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Oh yeah, our friend.
Yeah, you don't
Or
know
not
who
friend, but
this
the,
is. He mentioned that the name is Don.
Can you spell it?
Yeah, like kind of like in the morning. A little bit.
Okay.
T
Just making sure,
D
because they sound the same.
O
We got Dawn,
U
Don,
apostrophe N
Dom.
E.
Okay.
It's like a bunch of different names, you know?
And she just looks like a normal like red wizard, but how come she's following along? Right? You haven't asked that.
So why is she not attacking us or sounding the alarms, considering we killed a bunch of people?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much that.
Should we try talking to her?
The red wizard trying murdering him.
Is Zarek gonna introduce us like properly? I think he just introduced Tuban, right?
Yeah. So apparently
That's
she's
it.
super quiet. She doesn't want to talk. All right.
No, I really don't, but I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, so Zarek and
Destina, you're alive.
no, not necessarily. Yeah, so she hasn't said anything yet, right? And then the stupid skull, that black skull amulet that Magrea wants to be thrown, it starts laughing again. Okay. All right. And when that happens, okay. All right. I kind of wish that you guys would have just went into the room and not brought him here yet.
Oh.
Okay. You see out of nowhere, almost like a dimension door appears. Okay, it's almost kind of like in front of that throne area. And you're probably familiar with what a dimension door looks like. Okay. And walking through that dimension door. All right. This is what you see. Okay.
What do we see? What do we see?
Oh
Okay.
God,
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So,
hey, Carl.
yep.
That's Carl?
And
Oh,
you
oh
see
no, it's the chat.
Tuban has seen him before. Okay. A Serac appears through this dimension door and appears right in front of the soul-mongering curse. Okay? And with that, he says, all has been planned. In retrospect, I might have gone a little overboard. You see, the best traps make their prisoners suffer and scream. Adventurers who visit my tomb die too quickly. But you steal and then murder my unborn god. All the time in the negative plane of energy for nothing. But I come to collect. And I am the creator of gods, after all. Okay. So,
I mean,
and you see Serac, he starts casting a spell. All right. What are you going to do?
Try talking to him.
I guess I can't
Run?
use counter spell, so sucks to be me.
Run like hell.
seems like a good time for a nap.
Okay. You can't use counterspell?
No, I don't have any spell slots though, unless
Damn.
that counted as a short rest.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
Since all we did
I
was
might.
walk around.
I can try, but I roll really terrible, and have
It's not your
full
roll;
bonuses.
it would be his roll, depending on what you.
Mm.
Okay. Because you guys haven't fought for a while, and you've been, you kind of like collected the items, and then you went into that room, you were talking to Zarek and stuff. About an hour has gone by. I'll give you guys a short rest, because you guys kind of need it.
All right,
All right?
all right, there we go. Full on. Can we heal like a short rest?
Yeah. You can go ahead and
Alright.
heal if you want.
Short rest.
Okay. Okay. So you can go ahead and roll that up. Are you going to try to counterspell him?
Yep, I'm gonna try a counter spell.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
It's level 5. It's level 5. He has to roll it if unless his is lower than level 5
Mm-hmm.
or at level 5. So if his is higher than level 5, then he has to the guy has to make a DC that equals 10 plus the spell's level.
And he succeeds, by the way. Okay.
Alright.
This spell, it's a very powerful spell. Okay. Zarek has seen it once before. Nobody else has. Okay. And when he casts a spell... Okay. Alright. All of a sudden... within a second, you almost see him moving in frames very quickly. All right.
Strobe light.
Yep. Literally moves in frames. And then he goes back to the spot where he was at. Okay. And then also at the same time, you see this barrier around him. And then he is holding his hands up into the air. And he's holding a staff. And he has that black amulet in his hand now. Okay. So what he ended up doing is he used time stop. All right. He took the amulet. He took the forgotten staff from you.
Is that my staff?
No. He took the one from
Okay.
Drakthol. Okay.
Oh.
And then he has this barrier around him at the same time. Okay.
You've been robbed.
And he's not attacking you directly just yet. All right. And now, if you want, you can try to do something else. Are you going to attempt to do something else?
And then I'll go back to the other room and lay down on the pillows.
I know, right?
Okay.
Cast reverse time. And go lay down on the pillows.
All right. So, we'll go ahead and stop it there then. All right. So, apparently, the amulet of the Black Skull is obviously a Serex amulet, right? Very powerful amulet. And you think that he's here because, obviously, he can see through it, okay? And so that's what ended up happening. And now he has that amulet, and he has the staff in his hands. And he's holding it up in front of the Soulmonger currently, okay? And these red wizards, they're still in there chanting, all right? All right, so we'll see what happens next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.
My Dragon Ball Z.
Yep, on Dragon Ball Z. You might have a fight on your hands. We'll see what happens. Or you guys can run away. Running away is not a bad idea, you know.
Hint, 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 hint.
Okay.
Hint.
All right. But
Alright, good. Yeah, right.
but yeah, now that Black Skull's not going up into the shadowiness apparently. So what it's going to be used for, who knows? We'll see.
Fucking hell, Derek. Why are you always causing problems?
He always causes problems. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll continue
Yeah.
it next time. Okay. All right, see you
We
guys.
should all start the next session by attacking the red wizard. Bye, guys.
All right, bye.
No.
Bye.
All right. Okay, so yeah, things are going to be getting a little interesting here. That's for sure. Get a little closer look there. You can see how pixelated it is. All right. They should have went into that room. That would have been better. Okay. Yeah, but for any of you who don't know, I researched this recently, not too long ago. When I was looking at like different items, I'm like, what does this item do again? I forgot. It's been a long time. Because I remember the item is so good for getting through barriers that they could try to use Xeric to get through the barriers, right? But the Amulet of the Black Skull, when I was doing research on it, says that anyone in possession of this very powerful cursed artifact will be hunted down by a Sarevak through the multiplanes. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I didn't know that. So, hey, plot twist, right? So that's what's happening here. And obviously, when you see, when Xeric walks in this room, and the amulet can see all this stuff, obviously it all belongs to him, right? He's going to come and get it. So that's what's going on here. So yeah, this will be interesting. We'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go ahead and save it. All right. All right. They didn't get to see the other stuff I had set up. The other pictures and whatnot. Had they gone into the room or checked the arena. Yeah, so with the time stop spell, when you make an attack, the spell ends. So you can't fully utilize the spell. Let me see here. Time stop. I want to look it up. Yeah, so you briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which you can use actions and move as normal, right? So he used those turns. So he rolled a 2 plus 1, right? Took the 2 items, the 2 actions, and then cast that barrier on himself, because as long as it's protection, it'll remain, right? The spell ends if one of the actions you use during this period or any effects that you create during this period of effects, the object being worn or carried by someone other than you, affects a creature other than you, or an object being worn or carried by someone other than you. Yeah. In addition, the spell ends if you move to a place more than so many feet. Yeah. So if you attack, creature other than you. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right, so it's getting, let's see, it's 11 p.m. We'll probably do a little bit of StarCraft here. Just give me a moment. All right. Okay, give me a moment here.